Hey guys and girls, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode of Botania with myself, Lewis. It'll be brilliant. Having yourself a great day as always. Yes, we're back in our flowery world of Botania. It's brilliant. And I'm making something that I was going to make last episode that I thought I would show you quickly. It's another one of the rods that I didn't craft, and I thought I would show it to you because it's kind of cool, and it might actually be slightly helpful in today's episode. So I'm going to make myself a rod of the skies, and this guy allows us to kind of fly up in the air like this. See? How cool is that? I don't really know how high we can actually get with this, but it's generally fairly high. Yeah, see? Check that out. It has got a bit of a cooldown. You can see in the bottom right when the bar goes down. You kind of got to wait for it to go back up again, but it works quite nicely. I do like it. It's a funky little tool, I must admit, but you do have to wait for it to kind of go back up again before you can use it. Although you can kind of do this. I found this before. Although it's... Oh, no. You can kind of... It's a little bit derpy, but you can jump around with it. It's pretty cool. It lets you get on high ledges and whatnot. I do like it. So that's another rod to add to our collection with our Rod of the Lands and our Rod of the Sea, my dirty stick. I've got my Mana Blaster, my bits and bobs. You know, overall we're looking pretty good. I also made some mana cookies, which are great because they give you full hunger regeneration. And I also made some mana steel swords and items and armor. This is made just like you regularly would with any other type of armor. It's the same type of thing pretty much. And the same with the weapons and such, except you use living wood twigs instead of sticks for all of them. And that gives you the mana steel equivalent. And these guys are basically like armor. They're highly more enchantable, which is kind of good. And the best thing about them is any durability damage that these guys take actually comes straight out of your band of mana or your mana tablet, whichever one you have. So as long as you have mana inside one of those, the durability will be negated from the item and sent to that instead. So you can see these have no durability damage. It's because I've got mana. If I didn't have mana, the little durability bar would come up and they would start going down. And that goes the same for the armor. So, you know, it's pretty cool. Once you've got it, you don't have to worry about it as long as you've got some mana on you. And that's the same for the terrorist tool when we get around to that. So, today, I believe, and pay no attention to the stuff over there, because that's me playing with redstone. Redstone and me do not compute. But once I've got something cool to show you, I will show you, but the minute it doesn't work. So, we're going to go to the Nether today, because I would like to grab myself some lava. Because I want to start thinking about enchanting with mana, which is a really cool idea, and it's very strong, I must admit. I do like enchanting with mana, because the way the books work is very cool. But, to do that, we need an absolute ton of mana. Well, we don't need a ton, but we need a good amount of mana. When we come to opening the portal, then we're going to need a good amount of mana, but doing this, we will need a fairly decent amount. Now, the generation that we have at the minute isn't that bad. You know, we've got these little bits and bobs here for any type of passive generation. So, you know, feeding it into here for the for this guy, the Jaded Amaranthus, is fine. And I have these ones here and whatnot. And we've got these making mana over here as well. But I would like to show you another two types of generation today that we're going to do over this way. And hopefully this is going to be able to fill up a pool a little bit faster for us so that we can go ahead and do our enchanting with mana. Now, the first one we're going to do is going to be another passive generating flower. It doesn't make much. Well, I thought I'd show you the two ends of the spectrum today, which I think would be kind of cool. So we're going to make ourselves a hydrangea. And these guys are pretty cheap, you know, but they don't make a great amount of mana, but I kind of want to show them to you. So we need some regular petals. You know if it's cheap because it doesn't have any runes in it. That's kind of the giveaway. So we need some dark, we need some light, and we need some pink. So we need to grab ourselves, you know, I'm going to grab a load of these because I want to make buttloads of them. So we'll grab those, and we're going to want pink. And let's go get ourselves a load of mana leaves, because we need a load of mana leaves for these, for the light and the dark blue equivalent. So we're going to make 4, I think, would be a good shout. Yeah, let's go with that. So we'll make 4 of each, and I think we only need... Yeah, that's good. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Brilliant! Cool beans. So let's get this rocking and or rolling. So... here we go. I can never remember the amount of flowers that we need for these. It's always such a pain. I might do it like this, because this is how I used to do it. Put those there, put those there. And then our blue ones, we need a few of these. So for each recipe of the blue that we do, we need 2 of the light blue. So all in all, we're going to need 8 of these ones, aren't we? So let's get another load of these. There we go. So we need 8 of those. And we're also going to need another set of those. So we need 4 more of the dark, and for each one we make we need 1 pink, so we'll grab 2 pink. There we go, good stuff. Alright, that should do it for us. So we need 1 of you, We need one of you. We need one of you. We need two of you. And one of you. And some seeds. There we go, very nice. And we'll do this again. So we're going to do this a couple of times so that we can grab a few of these. Because like I say, they're passive generation, so they don't make a great deal of mana. But anything that makes mana is, you know, considered in... I consider it fine. You know, it does the job. So we'll grab another one of you. Another few of you. And a little bit of that. A little bit of this. And that again. And this will be our fourth one coming up right now. There we go. Cool, cool. So we've got 4 hydrangeas. So I think we're going to do this over this way. Let me go get some stuff to make this out of. Let's use some living wood, because I do like living wood. I think it's pretty cool. And we're going to make it into the planks, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So we'll grab a load of planks. And I like that you get 4 planks for each piece of wood. You know, it works just like it regularly would. But it does kind of look cool, doesn't it? So let's set this up over this way. So we're going to have you there. And you there, and you there. We need to make sure we've got a nice little area in the middle to do this. So I'll have you there, you there. Cool, cool. So what this flower is going to do is it's going to take water blocks, water source blocks, and it's going to change them into mana for us. Yes. Now, you can see the idea is why this is a passive generation flower and why this doesn't make much mana is exactly for that reason. You know, it's kind of strong that you can get mana from water from a source that obviously can be renewable, because water from when it's placed in certain ways will regenerate its source blocks, won't it? So that's kind of why this doesn't make much mana, but as an additional source of mana, it's not bad. You can't really moan about a bit of free mana, can you? So, yeah, I'm cool with that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to not do that. I'm going to place dirt in there. There we go. So we can place our flowers in those holes. Are they all dirty? They are all dirty, except for you. There we go. Good stuff. Alright, so now we've got that there, we can place down our hydrangeas in the corners. And this is kind of the most basic little setup for it. You know, it works. It's good. I might need to make this a little bit bigger though. Let's have a little looky-see in the book, because the book gives a very good explanation on this one. So if we have a look at the hydrangeas, it gives you a general setup for it. 1, 2, 3, yeah, so we need to make this 3 on each side so that the water's going to regenerate. It's a little bit small. Alright, I'm going to quickly do this and we'll be right back. Alrighty then, there we go, it's a little bit better. It's looking nice. So now these guys are going to make power for us, albeit not that much, but they're still going to do it nonetheless. So if we throw this in here with my lovely Rod of the Seas, you can see that goes and does that. And these are going to drink. You can actually hear them drinking. They go as they take that in, and as they do that, they're going to produce mana. Now, bear in mind, obviously, like I said, they're not going to make much mana, but they are going to make mana nonetheless. So you could make like a big farm of these guys and you could produce a decent amount. Obviously, like the day bloom and the nightshade, the good thing with these is they will run continuously because they're not changed by the effect of the day. So whether it's daytime or nighttime makes absolutely no difference. These guys will constantly produce mana, but for the reason that it's obviously from water and that they can produce it whenever, these don't actually produce, at least I don't think they produce as much as a day bloom or a nightshade. I could be wrong on that one, but yeah, that's that. So we need to give it somewhere to put the mana, obviously, so let's grab a mana pool, and I'm going to need a spreader. And we're going to set a little place up in a minute where we're going to do all of this. I'm also going to probably make some lenses so that we can see the different colours of the mana coming in, which would be kind of cool because then we'll be able to see how fast the mana's being generated, which I do like the idea of being able to do that. So let's get a mana spreader and we'll grab you. And I believe that's looking good. Actually, you know what I would like to do? I would like to go ahead and I would like to separate these. And what I'm going to do as well, which is kind of cool, is I'm going to make myself a pestle and mortar, because I spoke about this in the last episode and I didn't show it off. So we need to make a bowl, we need to make this, and we need to make a stick. And I'll show you how cool the pestle and mortar is. These are the kind of items that are in Botania that just make it awesome. You know, little things like this count towards such greatness. Such greatness. So we want you, and we need you. And let's throw together a pestle and mortar. Alright, so now we've got this. I'm going to want this pool to be blue. And do I want it light blue or dark blue? I think I'm going to go with light blue. I do like light blue. So let's get a light blue leaf. and a pestle and mortar, and we get floral light blue powder. Very cool. Now, all of the powders in this can be used in any Minecraft recipe, so they're basically a dye. They're exactly the same as a regular dye. Their recipes don't conflict with any of the regular Minecraft stuff, and I'm so happy that this goes like this. It's so much nicer. So we'll put you there, and we'll drop some dye into it. And bam, there we go. So we've got the one set up for our hydrangeas. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to set up a place for our spreader. So let's do this. We'll have our spreader a little bit higher up. So we'll have it kind of around here. And I do want to make sure that this is going to connect with these. It should do. There we go. Let's just check these. So this is hydrangeas. Is he getting power? He is brilliant. Alright, so he is getting power. I can't actually see because he's up there. But I'm pretty sure. Well, it's going up. We look good. He's in the middle, so they all should be connected. So that's going to do that for us, which is great. So we'll be able to see how much power we make between these different two. And you're going to be very surprised by how much power these actually make. So let's put you into function mode. And you. And you. And there we go. Brilliant. So that's going to be doing that for us. That's going to be making mana and passing it into that pool, which is very nice. So now, shall we have a look at a different form of generation? Yes, now this form of generation is a very aggressive form of generation, but a very cool form of generation nonetheless. And I'm thinking of putting it over this way. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then block. So I have 1, 2, 3, and we'll do it here, I guess. So let's dig this one out. Now, this one can be slightly smaller, but I think I'm going to kind of do it like this, just for show and tell. Or I could have it central, or what's going to be a good way to do this? Let's go with you know, we'll do it the same way, just so it kind of looks the same, you know. So I'll have these open areas here. We'll do this. There we go. Except I'm going to make this out of something different because I would like to go ahead and do so. So we're going to make ourselves, let's have a look inside here. We're going to make a different type of generating flora. And this one is going to make a lot of mana, but it's going to be expensive. So we're going to make ourselves a Firma Lily. Now the recipe's not that expensive, but what it takes is quite expensive, because if you're playing like this where you don't have any other mods involved, you're going to be doing a lot of back and forth. But the amount of mana you're going to get is going to be good. Oh yeah, it's going to be brilliant. So we're going to need a Rune of Fire, a Rune of Earth, and some of these. So let's have a look and see how many we have. I might not be able to make a load of these. So Rune of Fire, Rune of Earth. I can make 3 of these. That's fine. I can do that. And I need an orange and I need a red. Let's have a look in here. So we need orange, Venus, and red. And we need to make some orange ones of this. So let's turn these into this. And I'm going to need another orange one as well, aren't I? Yeah. There we go. Let's go grab another orange plant. And a red one for that matter. We'll grab another orange. Do that. Cool, cool. And red. Ooh, very nice. Alright, so let's put this together. So, we need one of you. One of you. Some of this. A little bit of that. And I can hear my hydrangeas over to the side of me drinking away. It's so cool. Oh, I need to put some more in it, don't I? Let's get my Rod of the Lands out. There we go. And we'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some of you, and a tad of that. And away. Alright, one more time. And this will give us our third. I feel like I should really make another one, but I haven't got the runes for it at the minute, so yes. So we're going to pop these around the sides like we did before. So we'll pop you there, you there, you there. And I will make another one, otherwise it's going to hurt people's symmetry, I believe. It won't be very cool if I didn't do that. So I'm going to do that. I might even move this. I don't know. But we need to go to the Nether first, because I would like to go grab myself some certain types of brick, because I'd like to make this out of Nether bricks. And I think the Botania equivalent has a specific type. So let's have a look in here. There's a certain type of brick that we can make with Botania. Now, believe it or not, Botania has a lot of different types of bricks that you can actually make, like vanity items. And hellish brick, that's the one. So we need some stone and we need some netherrack. And this will allow us to make some of this stuff and see what we got. Oh, actually, yeah, it's not bad, not bad. Grab some of you, grab some of that. I might be able to do this with just these. So we need you, and you know what? I'm just going to do this because I'm lazy. There we go. All right. So there's that. You know what? I'm gonna go make another one of these guys because I don't want to. I don't want to destroy everyone's brains because they'll probably mush if I don't do another one. And I will be back to make our way to the Nether. Alright, so I decided to put it on this side instead. I need to go grab some more of this to replace this. I'm going to move the swimming pool over that way a little bit, I think, because I was a little bit worried about the spread of fire. So, yes, just to make sure that doesn't happen, that's, I moved those. So, here we go, we've got these guys. Now, you have to remember, like the hydrangeas, these can disappear, so you have to be very careful with these. If the water was to touch these, they would fall over, hence why we make them like this. You can also do, there used to be another way of doing it, where you kind of do it like this, and then you'd put like that there, and this is probably a kind of, I think this was an easier way of doing it. So if we do this, and there you go. So you'll find that the water will fall down there, and then you can put the hydrangeas there. That's another way of doing it, but obviously with that you can only have so many bits of water. With this, it's just a lot easier doing it this way. So you can do exactly the same with the thermal lily as well, but we're going to do it this way just so it matches up with that side. Although I do need to go around here with some more of these living woods to sparkle it up a tad. But that's that. So let's make our way into the Nether. Now I'm going to need some lava. Yes. And I've already got a few buckets worth, I believe, because I found them before, didn't I? I only got some before. I have 2 buckets, 3 buckets, 1, 2, 3, that's 5. Let's get 1 more bucket, I think, just so I can carry so much with me at one given time. Because if I have to go back and forth to get lava, then I'm going to want to make sure that I can get a decent amount of it. So that's going to do that. I'm also going to want to grab myself some more bricks, and I think that should be most of it. Yes. And you'll be shocked by the amount of mana these guys make. It's unreal. They're pretty much one of the top tier ones that you can have, one of the best ones that you can get. Probably best bang for your buck as well. Even though you have to kind of go back and forth to get your lava, it's not really all that bad. And check this out. Watch the mana cookie. Watch the hunger go up. There we go. Really, really good. Although slightly expensive, because obviously, one, the cookie isn't that expensive, but the amount of mana that it soaks up. It's like when you dunk a biscuit in a cup of tea. You know, you lose a lot, don't you, when you do that, especially if you use a digestive. Rich teas don't really have that much of an effect, but a digestive, you've got to be very careful of. And no one really wants a soggy biscuit, especially me. I don't like a soggy biscuit. So it's a very British thing. Alright, so let's grab some bouquets. And we'll get some larvae. There we go. That. And now we can supply this lava to our thermal lilies to make great amounts of mana, which is beautiful. Now, bear in mind, obviously it's going to use the lava up, so you are going to have to make trips back and forth. So I don't know whether you'd want to make this kind of in the Nether. You could do it in the Nether. You could hang around in the Nether. That could be one way of doing it. But lava doesn't replenish itself like water does with source blocks. So, yeah, you'd have to... I don't think that would work either way. So now we've got this. Let's do a little bit of this. So if I place this one here, it should be eaten by that one. Believe. And if I place this one here, we'll do that, and some of that. There we go, just got eaten. And we're going to want to go grab some more, so let's go get some more lava. Here we go. So we'll fill this up as well, so let's put you, you know, we'll hold on to these for the time being, but these should have a decent amount of mana in them now. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to want to make ourselves another mana spreader and a tablet. So let's grab... Actually, I might use my tablet over by my testing area. So I'm going to want some gold. There we go. I'm going to want a leaf, petal, and we'll make ourselves another mana spreader. I just did that the wrong way around, didn't I? Did I do that the wrong way around? I did do that the wrong way around. Did I do that the wrong way around? No, I did it that way around. I'm going mental. Alright, there we go. And let me just go grab my one from over here. Because this is just my spare one. Any mana going in here I don't really use, so I can just kind of get used. But you can see the gist of what I was doing here. It kind of works. It just gets a bit stuck now and then. So, yeah. Once I've got that working, I'll show you what I was playing with. But it's pretty cool. I do like it. So, we're going to pop you... Oh, man, I didn't make these even, did I? What have I done? What have I done? I made it too far over, actually. If I had this one here, and then... Alright, so I'll show you something cool again, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to send the mana from this one into here instead. There we go. And you're probably thinking, well, that one's blue. That one's blue. You can't use that one. That one's blue. No, it's fine. I'm very artsy. Just you wait. So I need some of that. Need some blue. Need some red. And we're going to make some more dye. There we go. There now. Cool, cool. And we will just re-dye these. It's not really that bad. So we'll put you in there. And for this one, we'll do that. Cool stuff. Alright, so now we know where our power's coming from. Let's get another spreader. We'll put this the same height as this one. So what's this? Like something like 4 blocks high, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Was it this high? Can't remember. Or was it here? It looks about this high. Okay. So we'll pop it here. Hey, all right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Nah, that's definitely too far down. All right, one higher, one higher. Let's get another bit of that. There we go. And you. Very good. Okay. And where are you sending that? You're sending it to that spreader. That's not what I want you doing. I want you put it in here. Put it in there. Send it in there. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. It was sending it to the other spreader just then. You can do that, by the way. I don't think I've ever shown you doing that, but you can pass mana between spreaders. Obviously, the mana from a spreader has to go to something that can hold mana, and a spreader can hold mana, so you can have a circle of mana if you wanted to. I don't really know why you'd want to do that, but you could do that. Just bear in mind that every time a mana spreader fires a burst of mana, no matter the range, you are going to lose a little bit of mana, unless you put some upgrades on there in the form of the lenses. Actually, should we put some lenses on there before we do this? Should we finish up with a couple of lenses just to have a bit of fun? I think we should. Is that all going in there? It is all going in there, isn't it? Yeah, good stuff. Cool beans. Alright, so let's get ourselves some lenses. Before we finish up, I'd like to show you a couple of lenses. Let me just get some more of this. And as it's becoming nighttime now, now's a perfect time to show you some lenses. So we'll grab some of this. There we go, because I'm going to need to smelt up a bit of glass. Actually, I think I might already have some glass panes inside, because we need some glass panes. Let's have a look. Yeah, we do. Good, awesome. Alright, so I need that. And I need 2 of you. And I'm going to need some iron, so I need 8 bits of iron. Here we go. And I'm going to show you the most basic form of lens before we go into lens upgrades, which we'll probably do in the next episode. So I need all of those. Thank you very much. And we'll do these. That, and that. Bam. Mana lens. Cool. So by themselves, these do absolutely nothing, but we can add runes to these to add particular effects to the lens. But like I say, we'll go into that in the next episode. Now, I do want to add colours to these because I think colours could look pretty cool. So let's get ourselves a red one. Let's get a red one. There we go. Cool, cool. So we want a mana lens plus that. Should give us... Oh, no, I need to change it into the floral stuff, don't I? I'm getting ahead of myself right here. We need some of that, and bam, red tinted mana lens. Very nice. And I'm also going to want a blue tinted mana lens if we're going to match. So we'll grab that. And my pestle and mortar. Some of this stuff. And you, and bam. Alright, so now we're matching. How cool is that? So we'll have the blue one on you and the red one on you. Sweet. Alright, so when they shoot their burst of mana, it's going to come from different areas. It's going to look pretty cool. I must admit. So the blue will be a blue colour and the red will be a red colour. And I can show this because I still have some lava left, which is nice. So I'll pop some lava there. And let's pop a bit more lava on that side. Wait for them to gulp it up. I think these make a sound as well. Oh, there we go. Yep. And red mana burst. Very nice. It does look cool, I must admit, it does look cool. If you want ultimate coolness though, you need to get yourself a rainbow lens, and then all of the bursts come out in different colours. How cool is that, saying you have the full rainbow at your disposal? It's very funky, I must admit. I wonder why you haven't eaten that sauce block yet. Why have you not eaten that sauce block? You generally are quite hungry for a bit of sauce. Let's put it there. Let's try this one. Maybe heal it one to eat a sauce block. These flowers that generate from liquids, they will take liquid from anywhere around them. So any of the blocks that are around them, they'll be able to take mana from it. Hence why it's done in this fashion, because obviously this one here is the one place where they can absorb the liquid. So, and that's why it works so good with this setup, because obviously if this one takes liquid from here, then it'll be replenished from this middle block, and then from here it'll be replenished from that middle block. And it works in like when you do the L shape to make infinite water sources, it will kind of work a lot like that. So there is that. But these will make a load more mana for us. But bear in mind, for these, obviously, we have to go and get the lava ourselves for it to be absorbed. But it will make a lot more over time, which is good. So that will hopefully get us a decent amount of mana. I was thinking of actually setting up an area in the Nether to do this, and I can just kind of go AFK now and then. But I think that's going to do the trick. Hopefully by the next episode we'll have enough mana stored up that we can look into mana enchanting. We're going to get some pylon action on the go. Kind of a multi-block structure. It's pretty funky. And I'm going to also need some enchanted books before we get going. Oh, look at that blue one. Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? I love it. Yeah, nice. Sweet. Alright guys, well that's that for today's episode. We looked at the two ends of the spectrum for liquid generating flora. We've looked at the hydrangeas, makes it from water passively, and we've got it from the Lily that eats lava blocks for breakfast and spits out a bunch of mana. Very nice. We also had a quick look at the Rod of the Skies and some of the funky blocks that you can use to make, just make stuff look a little bit nice, like the Hellish Brick. It does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Sweet. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one as always, and goodbye.